Before I became a full-time teacher here at Bergen Tech, I spent 20 years in sports television, 15 of which I was the cinematographer and videographer for Major League Baseball Productions and Major League Baseball Network. MLB Network at one point partnered with the NHL Network, and suddenly I was working for them too. After the 2020 seasons, it was time for a career change for me, but in a very fortunate way, I kept good relationships with my former employers at the MLB and NHL Networks.
We provided the class with the footage so that they get a chance to edit the material like the pros do.
Mark Kayafa came, gave us footage to edit with, and I ended up editing high-profile TV.
And it'll give them the experience of knowing, should they enter the business, what it's like to work with that kind of footage, highlights, interviews.
Another error. By far, they've committed the most errors in the National League.
It's important because it's a lot of what we do, and that part of the business is never going to change.
So my students very quickly got their hands on Emmy Award-winning Major League Baseball national televised broadcast quality footage.
Seeing that footage at a professional level and be given the opportunity to edit that at my age, at 17 years old, someone who's just learning, that's a great honor and a great opportunity that I did not take lightly.
So the kids took what they edited here in the classroom and we brought it back to MLB Network for their professional producers to watch their pieces, judge them on a professional level, to see if our kids had what it takes to make it to air.
For first time work, it's actually really good. They're starting to show their ideas, their creativity, how to edit sound bites, how to edit footage.
Our special guest today is one of the best in the game.
And it's impressive to see that they've taken a knack to it already, and for a first pass, it's actually really impressive.
We're gonna get on the bus, okay? Go ahead, get on. And then kind of as an incentive, we had a class trip and we went to go visit. That's awesome.
I kind of didn't know what to expect. I'm not really a big sports guy, but I do really like production, so I was excited to see.
I mean, I wasn't expecting it to be as good as it was.
That's so cool. This is nuts.
I was expecting a new experience, but that was all. Was I wrong on that? Indeed. Getting to see the studio itself was like, whoa, what is this?
It was great to go back and see the people that I used to work with. I think maybe my students could believe for a second that I wasn't just full of baloney, that I really did make a contribution to a place like that.
I can't believe Mr. Rome worked here every day.
Basically, we got to see like the studios, behind the scenes, like the crew. So just what they did and like the offices, and, like the edging spaces.
First thing we enter is not a big, but like a good enough size mock baseball field.
Oh my God, that's crazy.
And we got to play on it.
I think the coolest one was Studio 3. So you walk into Studio 3, you literally go through the little MLB man logo, like a doorway shaped like him, and there's 4 different platforms. Like you just look up and it's just all lights staring back at you.
The studio was really cool and made me feel like I was genuinely like a news reporter, a sports reporter.
We got to see ourselves on the screen, we got to just take pictures, pretend we were on the show. It was awesome.
Then we went over to Studio 21.
We got to see a recording of an episode, and it was really just a behind-the-scenes experience.
Like it was live, and we got to see it live while it was being broadcasted live.
It was really cool to see, but it was kind of stressful because you had to be really quiet, especially on set, and we were all like trying to whisper and not make as much noise.
I got a nice warm hello from Robert Flores and Mark DeRosa and Lauren Shahadi. I mean, right from the set. And then we took a group picture with the talent. I mean, it was awesome.
Hopefully coming to the building today will enable them to see what it's used for and how it works into the programming that we have.
They use Photoshop, Premiere Pro, Illustrator. They use all that we are learning, but they just use it at a way more advanced level.
It looks great on camera, and you see behind the scenes how it's wired, how it's lit. It was cool. Knowing that we're gonna be working in that one day is just awesome.
Favorite part was just networking with the different people we came in contact with.
and talk to some people that really are influential and could be my boss later in life.
I loved seeing all the studio camera because this stuff I'm genuinely interested in doing. I love media production. I love shooting videos. It's something I want to do as a career.
I think it was just an amazing experience for everybody. I just recommend anybody that gets the opportunity to take it. You're enjoying something that you want to do in your future life, and that's worth it.
I would rate it a 10 out of 10. It was really cool, a lot of history.
I think it was really fun. I think it definitely shows you real world stuff, and especially me, since I do noticias en español, I just feel like it was something really important to experience.
It was a nice way to tie together what I do now at Bergen Tech and what I was fortunate to do for many years with Major League Baseball and the National Hockey League. I can't thank them enough for such a warm welcome and then the way they accommodated and educated the students. I think the students were wowed by the experience.
Best day of my life, dude, honestly.
It's something that I hope to continue to do. If it's just a few hours a year, we'd love to keep coming to say hello. So MLB Network, NHL Network, I appreciate it, I thank you, I commend you.
I'm beyond grateful for this opportunity, and if anyone else gets to take it, take it. You will not regret it at all.